That's one issue I would like to discuss during this convention as well. That's a topic that they have been talking about it, the different organizations. One says that they will, I think they will ban boxers to participate in the league for 2 years. I think Paco doesn't have to make any statement about it. And I think the IBF, and if I'm right, it's taking it 1 year. I think we'll ban the boxers 1 year, whatever it is. I think it's a little bit difficult.
World Boxing Association President Gilberto Mendoza has revoked GervontaDavis's boxing license following the 9th-round incident in his fight against Lamont Roach earlier this month. This decision comes after the organization faced heavy backlash for alleged double standards. Steve Willis, the judges, and the technical review team have all been accused of robbing Lamont Roach.
Cards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinsky scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of GervontaDavis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But you, it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next.
However, this was not the organization's initial conclusion. On the night of March 1st, GervontaDavis faced World Boxing Association super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. in a bout that ended in a controversial majority draw, tarnishing Davis's previously perfect record. Fans erupted in anger over an incident in the 9th round when Davis unexpectedly took a knee. Referee Steve Willis initially began a standing 10 count, but then declared it a no knockdown. It was later revealed that grease from Davis's hair had dripped into his eyes, impairing his vision. Despite this, the incident directly impacted the scoring, ultimately preventing Roach Jr. from securing a rightful victory. In the following,
There's no studies about it. There's nothing that we could say which the pros or the amateurs, which one is dangerous or which one is not. You know, I look forward to having whatever medical guidance we need to follow and to develop in order to protect boxers. That's one thing. I'm really concerned on this matter and not jump ahead, because I do believe that in the International Olympic Committee, a lot of professionals can participate in different other sports.
however, the WBA began reviewing the incident after receiving a formal letter from Roach's team, which should have ideally led to the draw being overturned in Roach's favor. Meanwhile, in a now-deleted report on the WBA website, an article attempted to justify Willis's decision, stating that, from their perspective, his ruling was neither unreasonable nor unjustifiable. The report further explained that Willis had determined in real time that Davis had not been hit by a punch before going down, and therefore no knockdown should have been recorded.
Hey, come on now. He's trying to get it. There you go. That's what you do. There you go.
The report also stated, judges, by regulation, must follow the referee's rulings. They do not have the authority to override his decisions on knockdowns. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis's call unfairly benefited Davis, but we do not subscribe to that notion. Since this report surfaced, the World Boxing Association faced significant backlash, which may have led to its removal from their website. However, after the justification provided in the article became a point of contention,
What you thinking when Tank did that when he took the knee? What you thinking when he took the knee?
I can't speak on it.
Can't speak on that? He did some bullshit though?
I can't speak on it.
No personal opinion, nothing?
please stop misleading. This was merely an opinion from a collaborator of the WBA boxing website, Mendoza wrote. He does not belong to any committee, nor does he have any influence or say in any matter of our association. Meanwhile, Roach also voiced his frustration in a tweet, writing, "Y'all tweaking if y'all think Buddy was off for some stuff or had an off night. That stuff is just different there with me. I told y'all from the start, just because I, and everybody else too, feel like I won, y'all, acting like I said he was..."
And it would be a lot of energy, a lot of things to do. I'd rather try to find a plan to do it. That's one thing I'll be noticing. Regarding the rest, I hope you can enjoy China, enjoy the fortune of WBA China doing this convention.
Afterward, World Boxing Association President Gilberto Mendoza began pushing for an immediate rematch between GervontaDavis and Lamont Roach Jr., following their controversial majority draw. Mendoza believed the controversy warranted a second fight. "I think there's not going to be any doubt about having a rematch on this," he told The Ring. "We need to send a strong message out there. If the WBA were to formally order the fight..."
Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right. He took a knee. He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. Back up.
That's a generous call from him.
Did he not take a knee?
Take the mouthpiece, took him out.
That's right.
That being said, it appears the report was either published on the World Boxing Association website by mistake or reflects a highly opinionated view of the fight, one that the WBA does not officially endorse. Still, it will be interesting to see how the New York State Athletic Commission rules on the matter following this controversy. Will Davis be handed his first career loss, or will the so-called face of boxing go unscathed due to his power and influence? That power and influence are major factors, especially considering how much the fight generated. According to sources familiar with the numbers, Dan Rafael reports that GervontaDavis versus Lamont Roach sold at least 200.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Of course, another comparison I don't want to make to Mike Tyson, but
Nah, that's crazy. That's what he do. He get dirty.
Breaking down the numbers further, with the event priced at $79.95, the pay-per-view revenue across all platforms in the United States totaled approximately $21 million. These figures include sales from Prime Video, PPV.com, and traditional linear television pay-per-view. The fight also set a new attendance record at the Barclays Center, drawing 19,250 fans, the highest in the venue's 13-year history. This turnout contributed to the event generating nearly $7 million at the gate, making it the second largest in the arena's history, surpassed only by a Rolling Stones concert. In terms of pay-per-view sales, Davis vs. Roach ranks as the fourth best-selling event among the 8 PPV fights headlined by Gervonta.
In this fight in the championship rounds.
nice right uppercut, left hook. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed same amount of punches.
Roach still talking to Tank.
And Davis eats the body shot. And another left hook upstairs, right hand, left. Oh, but there's a counter left from Davis.
The decision is a majority draw.
Even though nearly 3 weeks have passed, the boxing world is still buzzing about the controversial WBA lightweight title fight between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach. The fight remains a hot topic, not only because of Davis taking a knee in the 9th round, an incident that was neither penalized nor acknowledged as a knockdown, by referee Steve Willis, but also due to the questionable moment when Davis's face was wiped off in the corner. Adding to the drama, the ongoing war of words between Roach and Davis has kept fans entertained. Since the fight, Roach has made multiple appearances on Big Time Podcast to discuss the bout and reinforce his stance that he should have been declared the winner instead of settling for a majority draw. His efforts have helped keep the conversation about a potential rematch alive. Roach has also been active on social media, and on March 18th, he posted something that seemingly struck a nerve with Davis's fan base. likely exactly what he intended.
Obviously, the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own, you know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed.
On some real stuff, why are some of you mad? 'Cause a lot of people think I won the fight. I'm confused. Gang, what's going on? Did I do something to you guys? Roach wrote on X in a post that quickly gained traction, racking up over 215K views and 425 comments in less than 2 days. His appears to be a classic case of a fighter baiting an opponent's fan base to stir up interest in a potential rematch. Judging by the engagement and the fact that Davis's supporters flooded the comment section, Roach's post achieved exactly what he intended. Renowned boxing coach Teddy Atlas has also backed Roach, offering an in-depth analysis of the fight and breaking down what went wrong in the 9th round. I always say, sometimes the safest place, believe it or not, is in the eye of the storm. Roach understood.
And that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed. He kind of rolled with it, but after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like...
The legendary coach sided with much of the boxing world, stating that Lamont Roach was robbed of his victory. I thought it was a close fight, not a huge robbery. There were lots of close rounds. I think Roach deserved to get his hand raised, but I'd have to watch it again. Tank had the edge in the middle and early rounds. Nice shots, body work, doing what he usually does. Roach came on strong in the later rounds and maybe took the title or at least earned the draw. He also pointed out a subtle but telling moment in the fight. Around the 5th round, as you alluded to last night, Tank started tapping him, touching gloves, saying, "Hey, bud, good round." We've never seen that before. He's usually got disdain, attitude, arrogance. He's the boogeyman, knocking guys out, giving no reprieve, no hope. He makes them feel like bad things will happen because he's bad. But suddenly he taps Roach. That's a message.
Like, he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that. Right. That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you...
13 Teddy Atlas continued. If I'm in Roach's corner and they did a great job, I'm pointing that out as soon as he gets back. I'd say, you're getting to this guy. He doesn't do that. He's making a concession, admitting you're getting to him. This is different tonight. You're making him feel vulnerable. I don't know if his corner said it, but maybe Roach felt it himself. You could see his confidence grow round by round. He looked like a different, bigger guy as the fight progressed. You're... right? I used to buy those little sponges for my grandkids, little figurines you put in the bathtub and they blow up. That's what Roach was doing, getting bigger right before our eyes. To your point, Tank touching him? Of course, Roach saw it, felt it, knew what it meant. It meant Tank was giving in a certain way. I'm not overdoing it, but in a fight like...
away with it, but the sport let him get away with it. There's nothing wrong with the fighters. It's the administrators of this sport that there's a lot wrong with. And there is. And you see it. And we shouldn't keep seeing it. It's got to be stopped. A referee, that is not in the rule book. You get hit with a jab. I know there was a second or two in between. Sometimes you see a delay, knockdown, whatever. The punch didn't hurt him. I understand that. But he got hit a jab, and then a second, 2 seconds later, he takes a knee. Guess what? I'm sorry. That constitutes an...
The legendary coach had high praise for Lamont Roach, emphasizing the pivotal moment when Roach recognized a crack in Davis's confidence. Suddenly, he showed a crack, and Roach saw it, felt it, witnessed it. He was part of it. He thought, I'm on the right path. I needed that assurance, that verification. I'm getting to him. Tonight's different. What did he do? He started backing Tank up, doing what I'd have been worried about, to be transparent. But with a tight defense, behind that jab, With straight, short punches, he started bossing him around, becoming the boss of the fight. Atlas even drew a comparison to one of boxing's most infamous figures, alluding to his longtime feud with Mike Tyson.
The punch somewhere around there, that's a knockdown. There is, again, we're not in football. There are no fair catches here. You know what I mean? And if it was, to your point last night when I said it, it would be a touchback. You know what I mean? It would, if you took a knee in a certain situation, it would be a touchback. You know, I mean, there are rules for a reason. Unless even Crawford